Back in the car once again for another lift. What's up, homies? I hope you're having a great day today. Today is very much so a chill day for me, but I still am having to work a lot. I'm going to be going into work later, but I thought I need to get a good leg day in before I have some lunch and stuff before I pack up and get ready for work. So yeah, that's just what the vibes are today. I don't really have a lot on my mind. I've kind of just been in and out of content as of late. Have just been hopping on the train and making videos some days, and some days I feel a little bit, more demotivated than others to make stuff. So a lot of times I've just had some quiet lifts. I've just had some lifts where I'm just doing my own thing, and there's not a lot of stories. There's not a lot of stuff that I can be working on. But yeah. I've been playing a lot of video games. I've been having a lot of fruit lately. The fruit has been smacking. I've had some good strawberries, some apples, all kinds of stuff that's been working really, really well lately. But in terms of lifting wise, I feel like my progress still has been pretty good. I uploaded a video the other day where I showed off my physique and I was explaining, that I'm going to be very locked in college, but for now, I'm ebbing and flowing with the expectations that have been set on me. Right now, while I'm trying to save up as much money as possible, lifting isn't the priority, but it's going to become the priority soon. I'm very, very excited for that. Very excited to be hopping into that type of stuff. And I miss it. I miss the style of video where I get to be, excuse me. Gosh, okay. I miss the style of video where I get to be in the gym with you guys, talking about what I'm doing, because, sharing this whole experience, sharing my journey, that's a big part of it. And because I haven't gotten to, do that as much throughout these last 3 months, it's been kind of something that's weighing on me. I want to get back in the gym. I want to have a camera set back up again, and I want to document my progress more rigorously, but I just haven't been able to have that chance lately. I just haven't been able to, see that progress. And, I've even been wanting to go back and watch some of my old videos to see, okay, what were my sticking points back then? What, how can I make things better? How can I improve my physique? I've really worked on my chest this summer. That's something I feel like has been a big point that I've grown. And before, it was my shoulder strength at the beginning of the year. I have a video talking about how I wanted to get my shoulders up, and I feel like I've done that. And chest has been brought up, but now I need to go back and see, okay, what needs to be toned. And really, most of what I've deduced is it's not even the lifting context, it's just the life context. I need to format a lot of stuff around me to be, critical to success, to be crucial for my growth. I need to format my diet a lot better. I need to format the times and plans that I lift. I need to format my sleep schedule a lot better. I need to have time set out, to be going after all these different activities. And it's just not always straightforward. It's not like I can just magically wave a wand and say all these things will be perfect. It has to, there has to be gaps. There has to be times where I'm just going in and out of sync. There has to be times where, I don't know, I'm really dedicating to one thing over the other to improve it. It's not going to be magically, within a day, within 3 days, I'm going to have everything fixed. That's not how it's going to be. But a big move, a big change of scenery within a month, I feel like I'm going to be really in it. I'm going to be really just fully dedicated to the grind, to do the work. But for now, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the best that I can now, even on a Sunday when no one's at the gym, when no one's out here. I'm still pulling up, I'm still ready. Actually, I didn't even think about it, but the gym is just getting ready to open, so it shouldn't be that busy at all. And I'll be able to, have the whole rack to myself. I'm excited for that. But I want to change some things in my plan before I go back to school. I want to change, maybe some stuff in my legs, because my legs have been, pretty strained in some past lifts, and I've tried to give it time to heal, but I'm definitely going to stretch a lot before I go and kill the legs right now. But that'll be fine. Getting all my work will be fine, and I'm going to let you guys know once I'm done in here how it went. Okay, definitely exhausting. I'm completely out of breath, but it was a really, really good leg day. I think all in all, my progress was there. The only thing, I'm going to start with the bad first, as I've been doing lately this summer. The only bad thing was that Calf raises were not there. I hit myself in the calf on the leg extension machine as I was getting off, and so it really, really hurt. And then I just decided, like, oh, I can't do my normal calf weight. So instead of high weight, I went high reps. I did 25 reps of just the bar on the Smith machine, and really focused on the stretch and like the quality of the reps and like making them slowed, really feeling it out. And my calves are definitely burning. I didn't like, completely skip calves, which that normally would have happened, but everything else was A1, everything else was moving. Squats, I got much better depth today. It started off and my depth wasn't looking the best, but then I went around, I pivoted, I got it back, and so I'm happy with that. Yeah, quads were moving very, very well. Hamstrings also was really well. I just had to really lock in, grip the machine, and try to build the mind-muscle connection, try to really feel how my hamstrings were doing, try to really get the sense of how they were working instead of just going through the motions. And once I connected with my hamstring like that, I really, really felt like it was a good job. I was very happy. So yeah, it's the only weird thing is that I was feeling sick during the workout. My leg day is the one day that ends up happening, is sometimes I'll feel sick. Sometimes I won't feel the greatest as I'm doing it. And so that was definitely happening today. I was definitely feeling a lot of the fatigue, a lot of the strain, and I was getting sick to my stomach. But it's also partly because I just had a big breakfast, and I haven't eaten lunch yet, but I've been trying to get good water intake before I head off to work. And that's basically what the rest of the day looks like. Try to get a little bit of lunch. I might have a protein shake and some other small, maybe a little bit of meat for lunch, but I don't have any huge plans. I don't think there's a bunch of leftovers left back at my house. So it's cooking something, or it's just, blending up a protein shake, and I'll be happy either way. And yeah, and I'll work till late tonight, so I don't really think there's going to be a whole lot of time to be, chilling out that hard tonight. I'm just going to try to really prioritize sleep, get it back, because I'll probably have to be up tomorrow for work again. So back-to-back type of day. But it's approaching. The college grind is getting ever closer, and I feel like a broken record just saying this every single video, but it's the number one thing on my mind. It's the thing that's kind of been permeating everything, is everyone's like, when are you going back to school? When are you going back to school? Because, that's a very expected thing. Second year, it's not the excitement of school. It's not debating how's school going to go. It's not talking about, much older adults like experience who have already graduated a while ago. They're like, oh, let me give you some sage advice. But now, once you're in your second year, people, they're not wanting to offer you the sage advice, because they know that there's a mutual agreement. They know that you're in the thick of it, so you have a better idea of what it's really like compared to them. So they're just asking oh, how was your first year? Are you excited for your second? And it's a transition type of question, as opposed to one that's built up with much excitement. But I'm still kind of excited, and that the expectation to go back and do well and succeed and work just as hard as I did my first year is building up inside me. It's stirring this, this, I guess, proverbial pot where I know good things are going to come out of it. I know I'm going to get a lot of great stories, and I know the grind is just going to be so real. Just building the routine. I don't know why, but I'm a person who's really started to thrive off a routine. If I'm left to just go with the flow 24/7, I crack under this pressure, and I don't go and achieve anything. I don't grow. I just stay so stagnant in what I'm doing, and that just feels so defeating to me. That just feels I don't know. I'm so happy when I can just set a strategy, or when I can set a checklist, and then just checking things off, and at the end of the day knowing that I gave something my all. I think that's why I've taken so much to the gym and enjoyed it to a point that I've made it this huge passion, this huge thing I'm into, is because it's something where I can leave everything on the table, and there's not a drop of energy in me left, and that just fills me with a contentment. It fills me with a happiness. Fatigue just makes me smile when I break out of a rep. I did it on a lift that I didn't film the other week. I was doing Smith machine heavy bench, and I pushed everything out, and I was just deliriously laughing with how happy I am. I may have talked about it in a video before, but just cranking out every ounce of you know, strengthen me, every ounce of what I can do, like completely meeting my potential. It's something that just gets me reared up and ready to go. It gets me so happy, and I'm just like, I'm so grateful that I get to like be in a position in my life where I have those moments where I can push everything out, and I'm just ready for life. You know, I don't know if that's a little cringy or not, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm ready for life. I'm ready to, you know, give everything to a job that I'm gonna love. I'm ready to be able to start a family and, you know, love and do everything that I want to do. I'm ready to just like throw myself at the world. And right now, training for that state, it's like, it's something I'm not always happy with 24 hours a day, 365. You're not going to see me going on every video talking about how life is great. But right now, the sun's beaming down on me. I'm going to go to work and be able to get paid, you know, well, and be able to be prepared for the school year. And I'm grateful. I'm ready for that. So enough yapping. I'm going to go inside, get a shower, look at my hair. I very much so need it. Look at all the sweat beating down on me. Definitely need a little bit of shave, food, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming around. Bye-bye.